Today we're diving into the world of professional basketball to explore something intriguing. Banned things in the NBA. From peculiar dress codes to strange lifestyle restrictions, the NBA has its share of weird and surprising bans. But before we start, remember to like this video and share it with your fellow basketball fanatics. Ready?
Drum roll, please.
If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications of our latest uploads. Number 1 on our list is a ban that drew a lot of attention: the dress code. You'd be forgiven for thinking that NBA players can wear whatever they want off-court, but in reality, they have to stick to a strict dress code. This was implemented back in 2005 by then-Commissioner David Stern. The dress code was reportedly in response to the league's concern about its image, particularly the influence of hip-hop culture. Players were suddenly required to wear business casual attire during team or league events, with restrictions on wearing items like jerseys, chains, sunglasses indoors, and headgear. This ban stirred a fair bit of controversy, with many players seeing it as an attempt to police their personal expression. While many people think of basketball players in their team uniforms, in 2005, the NBA released an official memo regarding a new dress code policy. The memo listed several items that were no longer permissible.
That the dress code was, you could wear jeans, just wear a pair of shoes and a shirt with a collar. But our players went over the top.
Moving on to the second point, let's talk about footwear. Ever heard of the Jordan's ban? Yes, it actually happened. The Air Jordan 1s released in 1985 and were reportedly banned because they didn't comply with the NBA's stringent color rules. The league mandated that shoes worn by players must be at least 51% white and consistent with the team's uniform colors. The black and red colorway of the Air Jordan 1s didn't meet this criteria, leading to a $5,000 fine every time Michael Jordan wore them on the court. The banned Jordans became a part of basketball folklore, and the controversy only helped to fuel their popularity. Next on our list, the infamous hand-checking ban. Hand-checking is a defensive tactic where a player uses his hand to slow down or control the movement of an offensive player. In the 90s, this was a common sight. However, the NBA eventually banned this in 2004 to encourage more fluid and faster gameplay, boosting scoring opportunities. The ban sparked debates among fans and players, with some arguing it's made the game softer, while others believe it's improved the quality of the gameplay. Hand-checking, once a mainstay of NBA defensive tactics, involved the defender using his hands on an opponent to limit their movements and control their pace. In the 80s and 90s, some of the greatest defenders in the league used this technique to stifle their opponents. Last but not least, we have the social media ban. The NBA prohibits players from using social media platforms during games, which is sometimes referred to as the Twitter ban. This rule was introduced to ensure that players stay focused on the game, avoiding unnecessary distractions. It applies from 45 minutes before the game starts until after post-game media obligations. Players found breaching this rule can face heavy fines, demonstrating the NBA's commitment to maintaining professionalism and concentration during games. The NBA's social media policy, sometimes called the Twitter ban, stipulates that players, coaches, and other team personnel are prohibited from using social media from 45 minutes before the game starts until after post-game media obligations are completed. This rule is designed to keep players focused on the game and to respect the sanctity of the locker room. Breaches of this rule can lead to significant fines. For instance, in 2009, Milwaukee Bucks player Brandon Jennings was fined $7,500 for tweeting after a game, but before completing his media obligations. That's all for today, folks. These bans give us a fascinating glimpse into the regulations that govern the world of the NBA, from style to shoes. These rules might seem odd, but they've each left a unique mark on the game we all love. Let us know in the comments which ban you found most interesting or surprising. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting content. Until next time, keep the game on.